Hello everyone, this is John Quattrucci from Q Training Solutions with another Q-tip. Today's Q-tip, public speaking. Don't sweat it. I often get asked after speech or training how I got so comfortable speaking in front of groups. This is usually followed by, do you have any tips that could help make me a better speaker? After responding with, yes, hire me. I realize how many people out there in all walks of life are terrified of public speaking. In fact, the latest list of people's greatest fears ranks public speaking at number 2 and fear of death number 6. That's right. People fear public speaking more than dying. Here's the good news. It's really not that tough. The reality is, it's something many people have difficulty with and have a fear of. The reason most people fear public speaking, live or nowadays virtually, is that they think they're going to screw up and look foolish. Well, as someone who's been speaking in front of people for about 40 years, live and on camera, you probably are going to screw up. But I'm going to let you in a little secret. I've screwed up on more than one occasion. It happens. The point is, you should never go into it thinking you're going to mess up. You should instead focus on what you're going to say and the impact it's going to have on the people listening. If you worry about making mistakes, you've set yourself up for failure. Remember, it's not about you. It's about your audience. I was able to get over my fear of getting in front of large groups at a young age because I've got a theater background. So audiences have never really been an issue for me. Now I know what you're asking. Well, I don't have a background in theater, so what do? That's a great question. Here's the answer. You don't need that background if you follow some simple steps I'm about to explain. These are things I've been doing all along that anyone can master and become a better speaker. So the next time you have to deliver a speech, facilitate a training, make a business presentation, give a toast at an event, tell a story in front of a large group, lead a Zoom call, or just about anything you have to do in front of an audience, remember these key tips. Number 1, know your subject matter. You're the expert, let that show through. Go over your material, facts, subject matter, jokes, story or toast before you have to present so you're comfortable. How do you get comfortable? By practice, practice, practice. And look, you're not going to know everything, but you should know where to find answers. Number 2, get your audience involved. Get everybody participating. Ask your audience questions. Even if they only respond with head shakes, that's still participation. Use appropriate humor, but don't embarrass anyone. You'll lose the audience. It becomes an us versus them mentality. The more you get them talking, the better. Number 3, control tangents. Stay on time and on point. Politely stop runoffs, yours and your audience's. Stay focused on the reason you are there. Keep it moving and keep it brisk. You only have a finite amount of time. Number 4, body language and attitude. What message does your body language send? I'm terrified. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I cannot wait for this to be over. How much longer do I have? Look like you're enjoying yourself, because you should be. If you're not having fun presenting, your audience is not enjoying listening to you or your message. Make eye contact with your audience. Eye contact says, trust me and believe what I'm saying. Eyes on a PowerPoint or a manual, or instead of the camera, looking at a screen so you're not making eye contact on a Zoom call. I think that says I don't know the topic too well, I'm not confident. And then smile. It sets a great tone even in a serious presentation. It can really help ease the tension. And finally, be yourself. Just because you're in front of a group doesn't mean you should transform into someone you're not. Find a style that fits your personality so you are comfortable. And humor is great if you're someone who's funny. If you're not, your speech will die a slow, painful death, believe me. And here's my final tip I'm about to share with you. This is the greatest facilitation tip ever devised. This is based on my years of presenting, so I know that it works. Trust me. Here goes. I want you to think about the worst facilitator prior to watching this video you have ever seen. Now, take a piece of paper and write down everything that you thought made it so bad and why it still resonates with you today. Was it subject matter, lack of preparation, the room, what you learned or didn't learn, how it related to you in your everyday life or job, your enjoyment level, and finally, your retention level of the topic or topics? Write that list now. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to do it. Shouldn't take that long. And please, write legibly, the clock is ticking. Yeah, I'm thinking back on those days. Remember, oh yeah, that one. That was, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that person said that. You know what that person did? It was unbelievable. Yeah. No, that wasn't right. That just wasn't right. Okay, time's up. Now here's what I want you to do. Take a long look at the list you've created. Marvel at how well you were able to identify all the things that made the facilitator in the training so bad. Now, take out a pen. Any pen will do. And put a big X over the entire list you've just created. Here's my tip. Don't do any of those. Simple, right? Here's the thing. Everyone can identify what bad facilitation is. But when it's our turn to facilitate, we usually do the exact thing we know is bad. If it's bad, why do it? Avoid those. Remember the tips. Have fun. And watch what happens to your facilitation and presentation skills. You'll thank me, and so will your audience. So, don't sweat it. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's training, and then there's enter training.